Hello and welcome. This is Real Dawn, and I decided I'd try a different game. It's in demo phase. Techtonica. I've watched a few other YouTubers play it. It actually is a lot of fun. I've already played it for a fair bit, but I decided I'd start a new game, try some different techniques to do things, and if you haven't looked into it, I'll have all the details in the description and um, you know where to find it, what it's about, and all that stuff. But basically, the game is kind of in the same lines as Satisfactory, or I guess you could compare it to like Factorio or something like that. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue. I just launched this new game and I hit pause, so the computer's talking, and I will try not to talk over her. Just so you understand what's going on too.
Emergency resuscitation of all personnel initiated. Exit this facility and report to Production Terminal Lima.
Alright, so it looks like... Well, I already know this part, but... So E to gather. Well, we don't have a scanning tool yet, so we'll just do the E. Let's gather all that up. It's just plant matter. We'll eventually need it, so... Why not? Alright, so this is out of power. So thankfully there is emergency supplies, and inside here... we have some goodies. So we're going to hit tab to start construction. And we need a crank generator to get power back online. So down there in the bottom right hand corner of the screen there is a progress of a building. Hey, there we go. So we'll just stick this right there.
Industrial construction license initialized.
Okay, so let's hit E to interact. We're going to activate the crank. So this is basically a temporary power source, but it's enough to get the door open. So now I can actually... Oh. Nope, I want to... Oh, I can't take that chest. I can take that one though. No? Alright. I guess we'll come back then. Okay.
Casualties detected.
Oh. What's going on here? So he didn't make a very,
Groundbreaker? You are a sight for very sore eyes.
timely end.
I can't get a read on your voice or ID signal, but I'm gonna assume you work for me. We wouldn't get much done if we tried it the other way around. Let's go.
Reminder, exit this facility.
Yeah, I know. I am looking for all the quick stuff to grab. I don't see anything else on him. So come out here. And this kind of gives an example of ultimately what we can end up creating. Storage boxes, which is a large storage object. Think of it like a big chest, but you can automate it. And then they have these little grabber arms. We'll eventually learn how to build those, and they load from the boxes or equipment onto conveyors or off the conveyor into the equipment. So it's kind of a showcase again. Alright, hit shift to sprint. Anything fun? So there's a whole vast network of stuff down there. I don't know if we actually get to interact with that. I was in my other save file. I never made it down there. I'm Still exploring up top. But as you can see, it's got some miners going, smelters, and then everything gets organized into their own little storage units before it exports to wherever it is that it goes. Alright.
Voice authorization required.
Bravo
Now,
Delta 1.
we have a tool.
Access verified.
So if I want, I
Additional
can
reminder,
go through here and
exit
dig
this
up all
facility.
stuff.
The amount of time you spend on this job talking to doors, I swear.
I forgot we gotta dig our way out. Apparently there's been some sort of landslide or something. Alright. So down there's where we came
Surveying
from.
environment.
We got some
Your
pretty cool
first priority
plant
is to inspect that production terminal and start building a factory. Until we hear otherwise, the job is the job. Terminal upgrades provide tech to help build factories, and factories produce the goods required to upgrade the terminals. One hand washes the other. Upgrading the terminal should also restore power to its radio and help us find more places where other people
Alright.
might be trapped.
So down here is everything that we have. Up here is what it's needing. It wants raw resources, raw iron and raw copper.
This terminal is cooked. Mining drills were the only buildable tech I could recover. Try crafting a few with the materials you've got on you. Once you've got the drills going at both the iron and copper veins, you should be able to dump enough ore into this thing to see if self-repair can do the rest.
Alright, so it tells me up here I need 100 iron, 100 copper.
Probably put it together in the first place, so least I can do is be optimistic.
So I don't think I have the
Task inbound.
Oh,
Mining drill.
I do.
Must be built at an ore vein and fueled with plant matter.
I want one for the copper, one for the iron. Alright, so T will bring up the technology tree. There's actually a lot right now still locked. It'll eventually will get activated, but I was just scoping out what I had access to at this given point. So let's put this one.
Task inbound. Mining drill extraction.
Alright, so it tells
Verify
me
correct
it
position
needs
and
fuel.
fueling via successful collection of ore.
So we're just gonna give it all the plant matter. And to get more plant matter, it's literally as simple as just picking it up as we go. There's no additional refining needed. And, you know, just a couple seconds, I was able to pick up 87, so. So I made one for copper. Oh, I can't because there's a light there. So let's give it that. And so they have a finite amount of resources they're allowed to hold. So while it's running, I'll go harvest some more materials that I use as its fuel. Alright, so this should be able to, there we go. I'll split the stack on it. So if we go to inspect, and we right click on the total, or on the item, it'll split it evenly. So then we'll come up here to the iron one. There it is. And I am going to drop it using shift and left click. It'll drop it all in there. I can switch over to using the reeds or the stems as fuel, but I'll do that for the smelters. I don't know, the plant's just easier. Let's grab that, let it run. Let's go get the copper while it's running. Alright, so right off the get-go, we'll let it run for a few more minutes because I need 33 more copper or iron, and then 57 more copper. So it doesn't take too long to go. It does say to build 3 mining drills though, so I'm just gonna double it up to 4. Probably can't do this just yet. Eventually we'll get a kind of a terraforming tool that'll allow us to open up walls really quickly. There it is. I'm just going to deconstruct that for a second. 4. I was really hoping it would let me move it, but there we go. And they're in the way of each other. Okay, well, I was screwing around with that, trying to make it work, and it doesn't want to cooperate. So, temporarily, I will just throw the extra copper one.
Nice work getting those drills up. I'm gonna push you to try for a few more. It'll cost some of what you've got coming in for your objectives, and it takes longer to handcraft ingots from raw materials. But factory building is all about short-term pain for long-term gain. The sooner you see things from that perspective, the better off you'll be. Take it to heart.
Yeah. Alright. Let's give it some fuel. I can just grab it. I need to go put the other one down for the iron. I don't really need it. The objective was to have 3 going, but I guess the new objective is to have 6 going. So I will build them, I think. Let's see here. And then I'll just hold on to them, because actually I'll build them, place them down, and then one hit rocks, and then I can pick them back up again once I go. Alright, so repair terminal. Click the button.
Making that many ingots is going to require an automated facility. Mining drills and smelters connected by conveyor belts and inserters. Belts and inserters have been unlocked in your tech tree automatically, but for smelters, you'll need to do a bit of legwork. I've had the production terminal create a scanner. Pick it up and see if you can find the remains of any smelters nearby. Scan Rex, unlock tech. It's that simple.
There it is. Alright, so
Task
now
inbound.
we have our scanner.
Scan machine fragments to restore tech tree access.
There we go.
Scanning things will restore them in the tech tree, but you'll need cores to activate them. For now, you should have enough cores to activate that smelter tech once you restore it.
Anything else to pick up? There it is. Pick up the lights. Now when I scan them, I actually pick them back up, and I can actually use them. The light sticks will be used really kind of as a way of marking our... Oh, I use it to mark where I've been, because I can easily just plop down a light and make a path with them, and then I know where to go. Let's see, anything else in here immediately? Alright, let's get in here.
Door secured. Repair and upgrade production terminal.
Okay, so we need to get the iron and the copper ingots going before we will gain access to that room down there. So just getting that out of my way. I have 2 going, so let's look at production. I need to make some research. Oh wait, I got enough tech. There it is. Alright, so hitting T over here under synthetics or synthesize, you click and hold on any of the ones that you have available and you will activate it. We have available 15 of the little cubes for our disposal. Basic terraforming, active, logistics, offline. So this one needs to be activated. Okay, so that's all the ones I can activate.
Good. You've activated the smelter on the tech tree. Now open up your crafting interface, build one, and place it.
Alright, so I need 2 smelters.
You'll also want to get multiple smelters going as soon as possible. A factory is only faster than your hands when you think big.
That would be 4 smelters.
Task inbound. Long inserters. Additional reach enables parallel conveyor belts.
Resources before I can even build. Alright, so smelter not ready yet. Cancel crafting. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 smelters. I need, let's do 2, 4, 6. Let's do that many of that. And then I need 2 boxes. Alright.
You've activated the smelter tech, but you still need to build one and place it. If you're short on materials, check your mining drills. Or chip it out with the pickaxe if you absolutely have to.
Okay, so I'm going to position this 1 space away from the ports.
Task inbound. Smelter.
Now,
Supply with ore to produce ingots.
I come in here.
Requires plant matter for fuel.
See here. There we go.
Now that you've built a mining drill and a smelter, your next step is to connect them with a conveyor belt and inserters. Inserters move goods from machines to belts, the belts carry them, and a second inserter puts them into a different machine down the line. If you understand this, you'll be on your way to understanding everything.
We've got a lot of stuff crafting at the moment, so let's just go ahead and put down the others. Basically, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight from the miner straight into the smelter using the little grabber claws, and then from there, I will actually then utilize conveyor belts to get it into a central location. In my other game that I was playing, my world, my first trial world, I should say, I had a bunch of conveyors of just ore running around everywhere, and I don't know, I thought it was kind of chaotic, so I thought for this new test, or this new gameplay, I would try something different. Come on. Sometimes I get going a little too quick for it. There we go. But for a demo, this is actually a lot of fun. I'm probably butchering how to do things, but my bad. Hopefully it doesn't shy you away from giving it a test yourself. How much of the reeds do I got? I have 56. I was wanting to put a stack of 50 in each one of these. So let's go get some more while I'm still crafting. Alright. So that gave me 2 stacks. No, not 2 stacks of 50. Okay. Got a crap ton of the plant matter though, so that's good. Seeds, we'll be able to utilize those after a little while. So we'll just gather them up while we can now. Okay, now I got 2 stacks. Whew, alright. Alright, cool. So my little robot claw dudes are being created now. Now, I will take... So, they have, if you hit R, you can rotate them. But they have arrows indicating the direction of their operation. So in this case, he's going to take from the miner and move it forward into the
Task
stone.
inbound. Inserter. Use inserters to transfer items between machines and conveyor belts.
So I'll let, it's gonna trip that on
Task
me here in a
inbound.
minute, 'cause it-
Conveyor belt.
yes,
Use conveyor belts to
no.
build networks between machines. Inserters are required to transfer items to and from conveyor belts.
So I need to actually build a bunch of those.
Your machines can only hold so much at a time before their inventories fill up and they stop working.
Okay, 7. So
Try
we're
building a
going
storage
to-
container and connecting it to the rest of your operation.
Down here. If I start another section of conveyor right there, it should auto bend. Yep. So I did it right. And then I am gonna put one of my boxes here, and I'll do one over there for the iron. And this is just gonna be oops. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. So I need to. Alright, 7. I'm gonna go here. To there. Grab that one. To this one. Alright, so now it's gonna come out of there, come down here, come around here. Nope. There we go. Okay, so this will put. Oh, they're already ready. I can just straight up do it now. So I have copper over here too, so I want to run a conveyor to this side and this side. Actually, no, I can skip it. Oops. So while you're building, if you hit F and hold it, you can click on whatever it is that you highlight and it'll delete it. Okay, so let's do. Alright, so now we have copper ingots coming into here. It's probably better if I do this. Haha, it worked. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna run this little conveyor. I'll just do it here. To there. If I take my robot arm, guys, it would honestly help if I corrected the rotation of that. Yep, I built those in the wrong direction. It wasn't until afterward that I realized my mistake. So holding F, clicking down the mouse button on that first one, you can kind of make a selection. So now I have a merger. I love that that's just an auto thing now. So these guys will constantly just grab off the line, put in the box. The smelter here, it's going to be constantly 2 at a time putting on the conveyor. That'll work. And eventually I'll set up its own conveyor so that way it'll backfeed it back up here, but in the meantime I can let that run as its own little operation. Alright. So let's get the iron set up here. One of those there, one of those there. One there, and one there. Here. Oh. Put this one, put it here. Alright, so I need number 9. So that'll grab in there. Now I can take my conveyor, just go here, from there, Sorry about the quietness. I'm picturing in my head what to do. I think I'm just gonna play around on this one. I want to know if this is gonna work or not. So if this doesn't work, you'll see me delete it. But if it does work, cool. That up. So now I can put this one there. That one there. There we go. Just chip that away. Okay. So my little merry-go-round, is it going to work, or is it just going to jam up? Let's find out. Alright, well, this seems to be working. So, in the couple minutes that it took us to get to this point, let's go see how much copper was generated. Still got plenty of fuel. Probably set the same thing up here. Oh. So copper is harvesting rather well. Ah, that ain't gonna work. Although I could do this, I guess. Oops. I did that one kind of backwards, my mistake. There we go. So now I have room to add copper's going at a good rate. I'll still add it just for simplicity of completing the circuit. So if this line backs up, it'll make it all the way over here before it can grab. I don't think that's... I think that's gonna mess the system up. Alright, cool. So I got the copper. Let's go get the iron. That was fairly quick too. So I need to go iron and copper. Repair or upgrade the terminal.
We've upgraded this PT as much as we can. The radio works now, but only for incoming transmissions. And the signal it gives you probably won't be one we can get to with a pickaxe. A mole terrain manipulator should be able to cut through, but we still need to find enough fragments of one to unlock the tech. You might want to look around for some echo sketch fragments, too. Never hurts to see where you're going.
Let me take it. Alright, let's go take a look. While that's running, we're gonna go down here. Press J. Okay, so I need build and place a long inserter. How many is it wanting? Oh, that's right. I was gonna place these. I'm not gonna activate it. It just wants it placed for the quest.
Great job on those extra drills, Breaker. You can never go wrong with more ore.
Okay. So they're back in my inventory because there is some stuff that I'll need it for. Let's go find what there is to find in here. Because now the door is open. System online. Alright, so when you come in, looks cozy, huh?
Identified. Xeno material containers. No contents detected.
Would let me scan it? Oh, can't scan it. What's
This
sect?
computer has a requisition for local plant life to be delivered to a science team for analysis. It looks like the request was approved, but doing it was marked as a low priority by command, even though the request itself was marked as urgent. We didn't come here for science, but I don't remember this kind of hostility about it either. What were they doing here?
Task inbound. Echo sketch. Generates dynamic map of immediate vicinity from sonar data. Task
Okay.
inbound. Mole. Manipulates terrain for traversal and composition of industrial construction sites.
So we need to go back into here. I need to learn the mole. And we want to learn the echo sketch. And I don't have a beacon.
That's the last mole fragment, Breaker. Don't forget, you'll need to activate it in your tech tree before attempting to build it.
Alright, so
There's a lot I can't
get those
remember,
going.
but the mole is unforgettable.
So if you select an item, you can actually drag it up. So this is the smelter. Actually, I can just hit X on that. I want the arms up here. Generator, I can just remove that for now. So I want my tool. Set those up there, and conveyors up there.
Identified.
All
Lima
right.
sector manufacturing orders. All files corrupted.
So I should actually scan the rest of those computers, or the rest of the lights, but what's left? It's got... Okay, so it's almost done crafting the necessary hardware. So whenever you go to craft something that you just learned, for instance, I had the basic building blocks that are required. So in this case, to make this guy, it needs electronic components, iron components, and copper wire. But because I had material on me, it just auto smelts and auto crafts in order to make the item. So it's actually kind of a nifty little system. Ooh, it's built. Okay. So our Etch-a-Sketch, or Echo Sketch, sorry. So you click on the left mouse to use it, and you have a three-dimensional scan that you can revolve around and look at. It's pretty nifty, huh? Let's figure out okay, so I need to unlock the ability to get over there. But while we're at it, we can still go get more materials, more fuels. Let's check the fuel on these guys. 32 stems. We have 500. That one's out. Look. What's back here? Anything fun? More stems. Scan all this stuff.
This looks like a standard field setup for drilling a new shaft, but there are two problems with it. The first problem is that we're at the end of the line. The only thing below here is the core, and this shaft doesn't look like it was cut large enough for freight anyways. The second problem is that nobody asked me first. That's a much bigger problem. If whatever they were up to here was bad enough that they thought I would report it, it must have been very wrong or very dangerous.
Well, we can't get
Both.
down there. We can jump up and down all
We won't be able to get to another production terminal until you build a mole breaker. The sooner you do, the sooner we'll get back to the main line.
Alright. Let's grab the little extras. More iron.
Stop. Some of these passages have caved in. Try hacking your way through any walls that look like they don't belong there.
We now have a radar, so that's a nice, or a mini map, I should say. Oh, it's built. So let's see, where are we facing? Let's go right there. So this is the mole. It's our terrain terraforming tool, but it has a grid on the floor. You can see what the space it looks like, and I can just hold it and it will cut it at my at the elevation where the little box is.
If everything else is right where we left it, my camp might as well be too. If you were part of my crew, you probably recognize this place. Procedure was to take a portable habitat module into the field. That wasn't for us. So we rigged an assembler to make all this instead. We did everything our own way, but whatever they needed for the expedition, we found. People leave you alone when you get results.
Yeah.
Those were good times. At some point, something else started to matter.
Did it?
That part is all a blur. I know we were supposed to go home.
Alright, let's get back to our main cave. What do I have here? I have lots of stems, lots of plant matter, and the tools to do all kinds of fun things. So let's actually just stock our equipment. And if you got half stacks, you can just hit sort and it'll auto combine. Nice little touch. Oh yeah. Can I do it? No. So I want to do 4. And we're gonna take a chunk of this wall out. And it should bring me to the copper. It did. So now if I take my little drill down again, plop that there, and bada bing. So I know I went through all the work getting that set up. I'm actually going to stop it. I'll just take everything. I don't want to utilize this copper just yet. It's not that it goes anywhere. Alright, so that gave me 400 ingots. I love the large removal option that it gives you. So let's take item 1. We're going to go from here. I need to smooth out 30. So hit F4. There's the smelter. And then from the smelter, do it this way. Oops, F1. Ah, there we go. Now it caught up. Sorry about that. Let's put that one in there. we'll put this one in there. So now, if I take my F2, and I'm going to come back, not that far, come on now, so right there, thankfully, oh, I thought it broke the rock for me, but I guess I'll break this rock. My mighty hammer. One bash and it breaks. I haven't tried to do an S turn, so we'll see if it'll... No, that's not what I wanted. So F2, enter. Hey, I got the S turn to work. So now, I will have all my copper going here in a much more tighter format. In fact, since I have the hardware to do so, and I can always expand my system using mergers. We'll just go ahead and complete the circuit. Well, I keep saying circuit. We'll just complete the ring. There we go. So now at least it'll be until I get the faster arm unlocked. This has got more than enough overflow room for resources to collect to. Let me see. I don't need to have all of this copper. So put some of that back. I'll keep 150 on me. That's a good little chunk. Oh, you're alerting. Okay. Oh. Well, shoot. I was wondering what was going on. I watched that. Perfect. So now I have 4 rounds of copper, or 2 smelters of copper, entering the line, 4 arms grabbing off the line, putting it in the chest. And then I can access that as I need. Let's go over here. He's still pretty good on fuel. I'll top that one off. Let's go get some iron. And then I need to start working on the unlocks. There's another facility that we need to locate and find. There's a couple items I need to build. That's good. And so both of those are running. They're running fairly smoothly. I don't think there's anything else this terminal needs. Yep, so that's good. So now if we go to our here it is. Okay. So this wall is one that kind of sticks out to you. It doesn't match the area. And if you see on the map, there's a void behind it. So we're gonna use the mole. We're gonna burrow our way in, like so. Anything in here? Some lights. I'll leave them. When I need more parts, I will go for it. Alright, so now if you can see on the map where I'm facing, we're going to punch through... Let's do it right here. We're going to punch through right here. And a round ball makes such a big square hole. I thought that was kind of funny.
I never got the chance to thank you for getting me out of that facility. I appreciate it.
Alright, so...
At the time, it seemed like the best thing to do was focus on work and not get caught up in thinking about anything else. I've tried to stay sharp for both of us, but now that we're almost back to the main line, I'll admit it. I was terrified. It'll be good to see some friendly faces. And a few thousand twinkling lights.
We follow this
I'm sure
path
you've got people there too.
all the way up here. I love how everything's bioluminescent. Just keep on going, and voila! We found another facility. And here's where the fun starts. So in order to repair, this needs 3,000 conveyor belts. 1,500 of the little loading arms, or the inserters. And it needs 3,000 frames.
Welcome to the Techtonica Steam Next Fest Free Play Sector.
So under base building, these power floors, these little frame things, they're easy to build. One copper wire, one iron ingot, and it makes it batches of 5. I need to build a bunch of these memory cores, so that way I can
Please continue to build factories and discover new technologies through fragment scanning and production terminal upgrades.
So I need all those cores. I need to build a bunch so I can unlock additional items.
Good luck, and have fun experimenting in the world of Techtonica.
This facility needs to be, or this machine needs to be completely upgraded in order to unlock the Tier 2 area. So that being said, we'll take our scanner. We're just going to go ahead and harvest everything over here. Alright, we just learned how to make an assembler. And then we're going to grab these guys. Alright, now we can make the planner. That should have been the thresher. Yep. Alright. So this cleans up our little area. That's the good one. The filter inserter. That way you can have multiple items on a single conveyor, and you program the filter inserter to grab specific items. So this area, there's actually a bunch we can explore, and when you kind of look, it's a pretty big area. But I think this is going to do me for now. I had a couple little technical hiccups with my laptop. It decided to go a little glitchy on me for a second, but mostly because that was my fault for alt-tabbing out of the game. But yes, this has been Techtonica. It's the demo's free on Steam. It's a lot of fun. It's it's not that it's a more simplified version of like Satisfactory or anything like that, but it's along those kind of lines. The whole premise is you're building a factory. You're building a means of taking natural resources and turning it into other items that you need for crafting to make other items, and so on and so forth. But this has been Reelodon. Thanks for watching. Please give me a like, subscribe, and let me know if you've tried the demo. I think this is definitely, well, it's already on my wish list, but it's definitely going to be one I will pick up once it goes live. It's, I'm sure there's a little polishing here and there that it needs, but for the main factor of what I look for in a game, I found it really fun. I like the point of research, or of exploring and finding old tech, scanning it, and then now I have it in my inventory to either create, or if it's certain items like the lights, they just go straight into my inventory and then I can place them down as I need. So that's a cool touch, I think. But anyway, yeah, it's been fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm just gonna get myself back over here and I'll end the video.